Hello, world. What is our purpose here on earth? What are we supposed to do here? I mean, that's a question you have to have had to ask yourself at one point. What am I doing here? Because you can go through life feeling like it's purposeless. Like just to live, go to work, come home, rinse and repeat, then retire, then die. No, it's more to life than that. You're here to experience abundance in everything that you want. You're here to have everything that you want. Life is great when you change your perspective on life. They say when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. To give you an example of how that makes sense to me, well, when I was in this mind state of lack, when I was in the mind state of worry, when I had a fear of stuff, and when I had this judgmental mindset and stuff, my perception of the world was this, that, look at him driving around that fancy car. I bet he didn't get nothing to nobody else. Or talking about people for no reason. Making jokes about people, Looking at people in cars, talking about why they buy that car. I wouldn't have bought that car, just this conditioning that made my perception of the world. But and then I wasn't in a state of, I didn't have this attitude of gratitude. So it was like I created my own world. But when I started journaling and really getting into a mindset of gratitude, then I start shifting. I start seeing the world different. I start pushing off a different vibration. I start having different experiences. I start attracting good, positive people in my life. I start receiving things. I started being kind to the world, and the world started being kind to me. At one point when I would really totally wake up and be like, what's going to happen next? Or God damn, why is this happening to me? And just having this crazy crazy, like, mindset, just negative all the time. And it just became normal for me to just be like that. But when I started changing from things like the world is not happening to me, it's happening for me. Now, when I say that, it don't seem like how. I mean, it's almost like how. Make that make sense. But when you change your perspective and you looking at everything as a learning thing, like you're just experiencing things to teach you what you don't want or what you do want in life. So I'm saying, if you look at it like a lesson, like I'm learning from this, then it kind of hits you different. Throughout our lives, we just go through and experiencing things, downloading things, figuring it out, giving our perception on things. Life is really not that bad as we make it. You know, it is really a good, loving world when you create this reality you want to live in. You know, when you going through life, when you going through life, like before comparing, thinking about like, oh man, I should have had my car by now. I should have been this right now. I should have, man. You know, you're looking at other people's situation and comparing you to their situation when you and that person's situation are both different. You're seeing it, but y'all both travel different paths. So there's no comparison. Sometimes we don't know what people did to get the things that they got, or know what they're doing to keep it. So, not so fast to be saying, I want that, I want that, I want that. This world we live in tends to be complicated. It tends to be complicated, you know. But let's say, for instance, the religion part. I say this. You can go to church, you can read that Bible for eons throughout your whole ongoing existence. You can read that book, you can go to church, and I'm not knocking nobody going to church and religion and stuff. But when you're in this enlightenment or on this spiritual journey, you start to become more aware that this world deals with frequencies, vibrations, alignment, things like that. So, to make that make sense, if I'm a good person, I help others. I'm in control of my mind. I'm in the flow state. Nothing is making me mad, and I handle all situations good. I'm emitting a good vibration to this field, to the universe. I do good things to people. I am positive. I am optimistic about life. I feel good. I control my emotions. I'm in a state of gratitude. I'm always helping someone or somebody. My hand is out to help. I'm conscious and aware. I'm at peace. Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to push that vibration out, and nothing but good is going to come back to that. Nothing but good is going to come back from them thoughts, them feelings, them emotions. That vibration is going to send a strong frequency of love, of compassion, and I'm going to receive more of that. So I'm saying, if I could do that and live a good life and sleep and feel good and everything, and understand the way this universe works, then tell me. You tell me, when I'm that much tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe. Let me say it again. Tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe. Would it be necessary, I guess, to go sit in church every Sunday? Would it be necessary to be given 10% so I could buy my way to heaven or something? I don't know what's going on over there no more. But anyways, what I'm saying, you could be a good person, do good things, have a great mindset, and good things will happen to you. Good people will show up in your life, and you can just keep it simple and go like that and create different things. Because if you're at that state, you're not worrying about nothing, you're not anxious, you don't have anxiety about nothing, you're not fearful about nothing. All you're doing is feeling good, being good, helping people, pushing out a good vibration. That's simple. Now, if you choose to go to church and, pay your tithes and stuff like that, you know what's funny? I thought about it, and they're really seriously like, you got to pay your tithes to God, and all this stuff. God don't need no money. He got all the money. The universe has all the money. The universe has all the energy. So what are we saying here? But it's set up to make you think that you gotta, I guess, make a down payment on your path to heaven or something. Like, man, this 10% is gonna eventually add up to my ticket to heaven, to wherever this place is. I mean, far as I know, it's probably a different realm, We live in a parallel universe, but as far as the heaven as they painted, these stairs and the white clouds and stuff like that, no. Your consciousness, I mean, your energy, your spiritual being, that's different, but, there's nobody gonna come back and judge you, man. There's no one to do that. Who's gonna judge you, man? We tend to make that up. Like going through life, feeling like we done something wrong a lot and getting judged, and there's nobody gonna judge you. There's nobody that's coming down to save you. Make that make sense. That don't even just make sense to me, sometimes, I think it's more or less save yourself, really tap in and find out exactly what I am, what I need to do, how to raise my consciousness, how to push out good energy, be a good person for the collective whole. Because we're all connected. Everything is affecting everything here, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We go through life and we are thinking about the different purposes that we have. Or when we're not as conscious, we're like, man, I think I want to do this. And it might feel like your purpose. Yep, I'm going to do this, and that's going to be good. That might feel like your purpose. Or you like, I'm going to make this type of money. I think that's what I'm called to do. But the more you start tapping in, the more you get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to this universe. Thank you, Abraham Hicks. I heard you say that a long time ago, and it just stuck in my head. It was like a rap or something. Tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to the universe. But yeah, when you start tapping in, you start coming up with your purpose. It was so profound to me how that happened, but that's another subject. But how I really just start feeling like this is what I want to do, but yeah. With that said, your purpose could be whatever you want it to be. That's on the conscious level. But deep inside, I think there's another purpose that serves the collective whole. It's something that you gonna do that's really gonna help not you but everybody else. But yeah, just be patient, just relax on your journey and don't worry about finding a purpose. Cause I'm telling you, you're gonna get that download. It's gonna be, what? That's what I'm supposed to do. That's why I'm here. And it's gonna send a vibration through you like a speaker drum, like boom. And that's gonna give you the fuel to attack it, But yeah. I think if you just relax on your journey, that purpose is going to come. Hello, world.